She kept her ex's hoodie. It's comfy. Why are you so obsessed with him? I replied, I'm not. Then I used the hoodie to clean the toilet and put it back on her pillow. When she put it on and smelled it, look, I'm not usually petty, but everyone has their limit. The hoodie in question, gray, oversized, University of Michigan logo faded from years of wear, belonged to her ex-boyfriend, Chad. Of course his name was Chad. My girlfriend Emma and I have been together 11 months. We moved in together 6 months ago. 2-bedroom apartment in Portland. Split rent 50-50. Everything's been great. Except for one thing. The hoodie. It lives on her side of the closet. She wears it constantly. Weekend mornings making coffee, movie nights on the couch, when she's cold, when she's cozy, when we argue and she wants to be comfortable. I've mentioned it multiple times. First time was casual. Hey, whose hoodie is that? Oh, it's from college. Super comfortable. You had a boyfriend at Michigan, right? Yeah, but it's just a hoodie. It's comfy. Second time was more direct. You know that's your ex's hoodie, right? Yeah, so? Doesn't that seem, I don't know, weird? She laughed. Why? It's just fabric. Are you jealous of a hoodie? I'm not jealous. It's just, then what's the problem? I dropped it. Third time was after she wore it to meet my parents. My mom pulled me aside. Is that her ex-boyfriend's sweatshirt? Yeah. And you're okay with that? I wasn't. But what was I supposed to say? Fourth time was 3 days ago. We got into an argument. Something stupid about whose turn it was to buy groceries. She stormed off to the bedroom, came back 10 minutes later wearing the hoodie, arms crossed, glaring at me. Really? I said. You're wearing that right now? What? It's comfy. It's your ex's. Why are you so obsessed with him? I'm not obsessed with him. I just think it's weird that you wear his clothes. It's a hoodie, Jake. It's not like I'm wearing his underwear. That's not the point. Then what is the point? The point is you're literally wrapping yourself in a memory of him whenever you're upset with me. She rolled her eyes. You're being ridiculous. It's just comfortable. That's it. So get a different comfortable hoodie. I'll buy you 10 hoodies. I don't want 10 hoodies. I want this one. Why? Because I like it. But why this one specifically? Because it's broken in. Because it fits perfectly. Because she stopped, looked at me. Why do you care so much? Because it bothers me. Well, get over it. She went to bed wearing it. I stayed up, stewing, annoyed. The hoodie had to go, but I couldn't just throw it away. She'd notice immediately. She'd be furious. It would become this huge thing. I needed something more subtle, something that would make her not want to wear it anymore. And that's when I looked at the bathroom. The toilet, specifically. Our toilet's been acting up, slow drain, occasionally backs up. I'd been meaning to clean it properly. Deep clean, the kind where you get in there with scrubbers and old rags. I grabbed the hoodie from the bedroom. Emma was asleep, snoring lightly, didn't even stir. I took it to the bathroom, closed the door, got to work. I used that hoodie to scrub everything. The bowl, the base, under the rim, the tank. I used it to soak up the nasty water at the bottom, the gunk around the bolts, the grime behind the seat. 20 minutes later, the toilet was spotless. The hoodie was less so. I rinsed it in the sink, cold water, quick rinse, just enough to get the worst of it off and stop it from dripping. Then I dried it with the hairdryer on low, fluffed it up, made it look normal. You couldn't see anything wrong with it. You'd have to smell it to know. Then I folded it neatly and put it back on her pillow, right where she'd left it before bed. I went to sleep, satisfied. The next morning, Saturday, Emma woke up before me. I heard her in the kitchen, making coffee, humming. I got up, walked to the kitchen. She was there, wearing the hoodie, sipping coffee, scrolling her phone. She hadn't noticed yet, or maybe she had but thought it was the coffee beans, the trash, something else. Either way, she wasn't saying anything. Morning, I said. Morning. She didn't look up. Sleep good? Yeah, great. You? Fine. She kept scrolling, kept sipping, still hadn't reacted. I poured myself coffee, tried not to smile. This was going to be good. An hour later, we're sitting on the couch. She's still wearing the hoodie. I'm reading. She's watching some home renovation show. Then she sniffed, just once, barely noticeable. I glanced over. She was frowning slightly, sniffed again. Like something was off but she couldn't place it. I glanced over. She was frowning slightly, sniffed again. Do you smell something? She asked. Like what? I don't know. Something weird. I don't smell anything. She pulled the hoodie up to her nose, sniffed the sleeve. Did something spill on this? I don't know. I didn't touch it. She sniffed again, made a face. It smells off. Maybe it needs to be washed. Yeah, maybe. She pulled it off, tossed it on the couch, went to get a different shirt. Victory. But then, 10 minutes later, she came back, picked up the hoodie. Put it back on. What are you doing? I asked. I'm cold. This is warm. But you said it smells weird. It's not that bad. I'll wash it later. Damn. An hour later, we went to the grocery store. She wore the hoodie. We walked through produce, grabbed bananas, apples, lettuce, got to the deli counter. The guy behind the counter, mid-50s, bald, friendly, greeted us. What can I get you folks? Emma leaned on the counter. Can I get a half-pound of the roasted turkey? He started slicing, then paused, sniffed, looked around. Everything okay? Emma asked. Yeah, just... He sniffed again. Do you smell that? Emma froze. Smell what? Something like sewage? It's faint, but... He sniffed in her direction. His face changed. Ma'am, I think it might be. Emma stepped back. Sorry, I'll just... She grabbed my arm. Let's go. We left the deli section. Fast. Did he just say, I smell like sewage? She hissed. I think he was smelling something in the store. No, he was looking at me. Probably a coincidence. She sniffed her hoodie again. Made a face. This definitely smells weird. Why does it smell like this? Maybe it was in the laundry hamper too long? Maybe. We finished shopping, checked out, drove home. In the car, she kept the window cracked. I really need to wash this. Why don't you just wear something else? Because I like this one. But it smells. I'll wash it when we get home. We got home. She took the hoodie off, threw it in the hamper. Finally. But Sunday morning, she pulled it back out. Still dirty. Still unwashed. What are you doing? I asked. I'm wearing it. You didn't wash it? I will later. I'm just wearing it for an hour. But it smells. It's not that bad. It was that bad. I could smell it from across the room, like a mix of stale water, mildew, and something vaguely chemical. The exact smell of a toilet that needs cleaning, but she either couldn't smell it or didn't care. Sunday afternoon, her friend Rachel came over. They were planning to watch a movie. Rachel arrived, hugged Emma, then immediately pulled back. Oh my God, what is that smell? Emma's face went red. What smell? Rachel sniffed again. Did something die in here? No, is it coming from you? Emma looked mortified. I don't. Rachel leaned in, sniffed Emma's hoodie, recoiled. It's the hoodie. Emma, what did you do to it? I didn't do anything. It smells like a porta potty. Emma ripped the hoodie off, threw it on the floor. Okay, fine, I'll wash it. You might need to burn it, Rachel said. Emma went to throw it in the laundry. Rachel looked at me. Do you know what happened to that thing? I shrugged. No idea. It smells like sewage, like actual sewage. Weird. She narrowed her eyes. Did you do something to it? Why would I do something to it? Because you hate that hoodie. Emma told me you've complained about it. I mentioned it once. She said you've mentioned it 4 times. Okay, a few times, but I didn't do anything to it. Rachel didn't look convinced, but she dropped it. They watched the movie. Emma didn't put the hoodie back on. That night, she threw it in the washing machine. Extra detergent, hot water, long cycle. It came out better, but not great. The smell was still there. Faint, but present. I don't understand, Emma said, holding it up. I used like 3 cups of detergent. Maybe it's the material. It's cotton. Cotton doesn't just develop permanent sewage smell. Maybe something died in the walls, near your closet. Jake, that's disgusting. I'm just trying to help. She hung it up to dry. Didn't wear it Monday. Tuesday morning, I heard the washing machine running again. She was giving it another wash. More detergent, hotter water. Tuesday afternoon, she put it on. It's fine now, she said. It wasn't fine. I could still smell it, but I didn't say anything. Tuesday evening, we went to her company's happy hour, casual thing at a bar downtown, about 15 people from her office. Emma wore the hoodie. I warned her. Are you sure about that? It's fine. I can barely smell it anymore. We got to the bar. Her coworker Kevin, mid-30s, always friendly, came over to say hi. Hey Emma, hey. He trailed off, sniffed. Do you guys smell that? Emma tensed. Smell what? Like, I don't know. Something off. He looked around. Maybe the bar's plumbing is messed up. Another coworker, Lisa, walked over, immediately made a face. Oh wow, what is that smell? I think it's the plumbing, Kevin said. No, it's... Lisa sniffed in Emma's direction. Her eyes widened. Is that... Emma, is that you? Emma's face went crimson. What? No, it's coming from your hoodie. Emma grabbed my arm. We need to go. But we just got here. Now. We left. Speedwalked to the car. Emma was mortified. I can't believe Lisa said that in front of everyone. She was just trying to help. By announcing that I smell like a sewer? She didn't say sewer. She implied it. In the car, she ripped the hoodie off, threw it in the back seat. This is cursed. This hoodie is actually cursed. Or it just needs a better washing. I've already washed it multiple times. Maybe use vinegar next time. She glared at me. Tuesday night, I thought that was the end of it. The hoodie stayed in the back seat of her car. But Wednesday morning, she came out of the bedroom wearing it. Why are you wearing that? I asked. Everything else is in the laundry. I need something comfortable. That's the one that smelled. I left it in the car all night with the windows cracked, fresh air. She grabbed her bag, headed to work, still wearing it. Wednesday evening, she came home furious. 3 people asked me if I'd stepped in something. Did you? No, it's this stupid hoodie. She threw it on the floor. I've washed it twice. Why does it still smell? Maybe it's permanently ruined. She stared at it. But I love this hoodie. It was time to let it go anyway. She looked at me. You did this, didn't you? What? The smell. You did something to it. I didn't touch your hoodie. You hated it. You wanted me to get rid of it. So you, what, sprayed it with something? I didn't do anything. Then why does it smell like toilet water? Shit. That's oddly specific, I said. She picked it up, sniffed it again. Her eyes widened. Oh my God. Did you use this to clean the toilet? I said nothing. Jake, you wouldn't get rid of it. You wore it constantly. It was your ex's. So you used it to scrub the toilet? I deep cleaned. The toilet looks great now. You used my hoodie as a toilet brush. Our toilet, and technically it wasn't your hoodie. It was Chad's. Wrong thing to say. She screamed, an actual scream. Threw the hoodie at my face, stormed to the bedroom, slammed the door. I stood there, holding the hoodie, realizing I'd maybe gone too far. I knocked on the door. Emma? Go away. Can we talk? I'm sorry. You should be. It was just a hoodie. It was my favorite hoodie. It was your ex's hoodie, and now it's ruined. That was kind of the point. She opened the door, glared at me. You're unbelievable. You wouldn't listen. Because it wasn't a big deal. It was to me. So you cleaned the toilet with it? Yes. Our toilet, where we poop. Correct. And you let me wear it multiple times in public. I didn't let you. You insisted on wearing it. Because I didn't know it had been in the toilet. I thought you'd smell it immediately. I did smell it. I thought it just needed washing. To be fair, it did need washing. She stared at me. I wore it to work. My coworkers thought I smelled like sewage. I know. I'm sorry about that part. That part? What other part is there? Look, I overreacted. I shouldn't have done it. But you also wouldn't listen when I said it bothered me. So your solution was to ruin it? My solution was to make you not want to wear it anymore. Well, congratulations. It worked. She slammed the door again. I stood there, feeling like an idiot. Thursday, she didn't speak to me. Went to work early, came home late, slept on the couch. Friday, same thing. Saturday morning, I woke up to find her sitting at the kitchen table. The hoodie was in front of her, in a trash bag. I'm throwing it away, she said. Okay. I should have done it months ago. Yeah, she looked at me. You're an asshole. I know. But you were right, it was weird to keep it. I sat down. I still shouldn't have used it to clean the toilet. No, you really shouldn't have. I'm sorry, I should have just talked to you more. You did talk to me. I didn't listen. She looked at the trash bag. I kept it because it reminded me of a time when things were simpler. College, no real responsibilities, just easy. That makes sense. But it wasn't fair to you. To keep wearing my ex's clothes while we're together. I appreciate that. She stood up. Picked up the trash bag. This is going in the dumpster. Want me to come with? No, I need to do it myself. She left, came back 10 minutes later, empty-handed. It's done, she said. How do you feel? Lighter, actually. She smiled. But you're still an asshole. Fair, you owe me a new hoodie. I'll buy you 10. I want a good one. Not cheap. Deal. Sunday we went to the mall, spent 2 hours trying on hoodies. She settled on a navy blue one from North Face, $120. Worth every penny. She wore it home. This is really comfortable. Better than the old one? Let's not compare. That's fair. That night, she wore the new hoodie while we watched TV, curled up next to me. Content. Thank you for the hoodie, she said. You're welcome. Even though you're still an asshole. I know, she smiled, but you're my asshole. Monday morning, I woke up to find her wearing the new hoodie, making coffee, humming. Morning, I said. Morning. She kissed me. Want eggs? Sure. She started cooking. I sat at the table. Hey, she said. For the record, if you ever use my stuff to clean the toilet again, I'm using your favorite shirt to mop the floor. That's fair, and your gaming headset will become a dish sponge. Got it. And I get it, I won't do it again. She smiled. Good. 2 weeks later, we're at Target, walking through the home goods section. Emma's looking at towels. We need new bathroom towels, she says. These are nice. I point to a blue set. Too expensive. We keep looking, turn a corner, and there it is. A display of University of Michigan merchandise, including a rack of hoodies, gray, oversized, identical to the old one. Emma freezes, stares at it. I wait. She walks over, touches one, feels the fabric, then she looks at me. You know what? I don't miss it. No? No. She drops the hoodie, walks back to me. I like my new one better. Yeah, it doesn't smell like toilet. I laugh. She laughs. We buy the blue towels. On the way home, she's quiet. Then, can I ask you something? Sure. Did you really think I'd stop wearing it just because it smelled? Honestly? I thought you'd notice immediately and throw it away. But I didn't. No, you wore it for 3 more days. In my defense, I thought it just needed washing. You washed it twice. It still smelled. That should have been a clue. It really should have. She pauses. Would you have ever told me? If you asked directly, yes. If you never figured it out, probably not. So you would have just let me keep wearing a toilet cleaning hoodie forever? I mean, I assumed you'd figure it out eventually. I almost didn't. Yeah, that was a miscalculation on my part. She laughs. This is the weirdest story I'll ever have to tell. At least it has a happy ending. Does it? You got a new hoodie. The old one's gone. We worked through it. That's happy. I guess. She looks at me, but seriously, never again. Never again. 3 months later, we're at a party. Emma's friend Rachel is there. She pulls me aside. Did Emma ever figure out what happened to that hoodie? She did. And I used it to clean the toilet. Rachel stares at me, then bursts out laughing. You're kidding. Nope. And she wore it? After? For 3 days, in public. Rachel's crying, laughing. Oh my God, that's amazing. She was pretty mad when she found out. I bet. Rachel wipes her eyes, but honestly, that hoodie needed to go. It was weird. Thank you. Still an insane way to do it, but effective. That's what I told her. Emma walks over. What are you two talking about? Nothing, Rachel says, still grinning. The hoodie, I say. Emma groans. Can we please stop talking about the hoodie? But it's such a good story, Rachel says. It's embarrassing. It's hilarious. I smelled like a porta potty at work. But now you have a great party story. Emma looks at me. Do you tell people this story? Only when asked. How often are you asked? This is the first time. Keep it that way. Rachel's still laughing. I'm sorry, but the image of you wearing a toilet scrubbing hoodie to the grocery store is too good. I didn't know it was a toilet scrubbing hoodie, but you kept wearing it even after it started smelling like one. I thought it just needed washing. Twice? Emma throws her hands up. Okay, fine. I was in denial. Happy? Very, I say. She glares at me. But she's smiling. 6 months after the incident, we're moving. Bigger apartment. Better neighborhood. Packing up our stuff. Emma's going through the closet. Pulls out a box. Hey, remember this? It's a box of her college stuff. Photos, notebooks, a teddy bear, and at the bottom, a t-shirt. Also from Michigan. She holds it up. This was Chad's too. I tense. You keeping it? She looks at it, then at me, then back at the shirt. Then she walks to the trash bag, throws it in. Nope, she says. Just like that. No attachment? It's a t-shirt. I have plenty of t-shirts. But this one's from a relationship that ended 6 years ago. I'm over it. She walks back, kisses me. You know what I'm not over? What? You using my stuff to clean the bathroom. I said I was sorry. You did, and I forgave you, but I'll never forget. That's fair, she smiles. But for real, thank you. For what? For caring enough to be an idiot about it. Most guys would have just quietly resented me forever. You're welcome? It's a compliment. I'll take it. We finish packing, move to the new place, hang up our clothes in the bigger closet. Emma's new navy hoodie is front and center, well worn now, her favorite. Mine's next to it. We match sometimes. It's It's dorky. We don't care. The toilet in the new place? Spotless, because I clean it properly now, with actual cleaning supplies. And Emma? She wears her new hoodie all the time. Mornings, movie nights when she's cold, when we argue and she needs to be comfortable. But now it's hers. Not a memory of someone else, just hers. And honestly, that makes all the difference. Even if I did have to scrub a toilet with her ex's hoodie to get there.